Morning, everyone. Yeah, so my sister is going out for work. She's working as a dentist. I thought I'd like to record something that is in my mind. To the first time you are here, my name is Kenny. This is Property Choice channel, and we talk a lot about real estate, personal development, and finance here. All right. If you are in sales or if you are not in sales, I'm sure you have heard of this phrase. You're only as good as your last sale. Being in sales for like more than 10 years, this is nothing has ring more true than this. The company will only keep you if you are producing, right? So doesn't matter what amount you produced last month. You may hit your target 10 million last month. That is last month, okay? This month it doesn't matter, it come back to zero again. It's a very fair thing. So I was thinking to myself, after working so long, right, I hear a lot of people complain. They say, hey, why this company like this? After I've done and get so much sales for them, this is what they do to me. I also do the same. I also complain, hey, why the company didn't this? Why the company didn't put this price? Why the company put this kind of stupid marketing materials who marketers created by marketers that never be on the field? Sorry if you are working in marketing, but well, sales and marketing, you know lah. Cat and dog always fight one. So I was thinking to myself a lot about all these kind of things, and even the events the past few weeks, right, where I get requested for coffee talk. Yeah, I posted about it also a few times actually, not just one time, about going to coffee talk that doesn't benefit me. It's a waste of my time. People are just looking to pick my brains, and I also do that actually. When I think back, I also do that. Actually, every one of us do that. As I was thinking through this experience I have, right, then I stumbled upon this video, Dr. Orion Teraban from SciHacks. I'll link the video down below. It's an inspiration for today's thoughts actually. In that video, right, Dr. Orion Teraban from SciHacks actually mentioned that this is not a game of gratitude. It doesn't work that way. What it means by not a game of gratitude, if today if somebody were to do something for you because of what you did last time, it's not applicable. Because there's no black and white. Everything must have black and white and written in black and white, all right? So even if you want to ask for something, you remember that there's nothing that's owed to you. It's already paid. What he means by this. So back to my story of salespeople a lot of complaints. I also the same. I'm one of them. I was thinking to myself, how much sales I bring to this company, and then why are they treating me like this? Because I feel that kind of resentment. I should be getting more, but I forgot actually. The company actually treat me very well, and I've already signed an employment letter that every month the company has to pay me a certain salary, and then the benefits is acquired to me for that salary as well. I remember one time working and I had to admit in a hospital. I just take out a card, insurance card. I pay zero, not even a single cent. Or even last year itself, when work was so tiring, I had to go to a clinic doctor. I just tell them my IC number, and that's it. These are the benefits that's given to me for the work that I'm supposed to do. So there's no place to complain. Do not complain about how the company is treating you because you have already agreed to it. All right. So that's what the essence of what he's saying. I think about it. Yeah, actually, the company has paid me. The company has paid my EPF. The company has paid my commissions on time. And of course, when you sign the commission, that is a story for another day. It's always a separate paper. You only sign the basic because the basics under the statutory law. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you are an employment lawyer out there. Okay? So that is what I was thinking. Then I realized that's the reason a lot of people complain, including myself, but never move on because they're comfortable. It's already every month they're getting the salary, they're comfortable, they have the relationship. Okay? You don't owe the company anything, the company also don't owe you anything. But in your mind, it's like you think the company owes you something for the work that you put. The work that you put, you're already compensated well. If you're not compensated well, you are supposed to leave. All right? Isn't this the same with your relationships? I ask myself. Especially when doing sales, I'm a banker. So I deal with a lot of property agents, correct? And when you deal with property agents in retail, I was just telling a lot of my ex-colleagues, I've been in this line for more than 6 years. coming to 7 years this year. So if you count sales, it's 13 plus 2 years in real estate. Isn't it the same when you actually deal with this property agent, then the next time the property agent go do another project, they will say, hey Kenny, sorry, this project I cannot pass to you. I would love to pass to you, but actually the panel bank, I have to pass back to the panel banker. It's the same, right? Even though how good the work that you do, you actually approve their loan for them. Hard kind of cases, you approve their loan for them. They will still they cannot pass to you, means cannot pass to you. But because the relationship has ended, the person has paid its dues. And you, as a salesperson, as a banker, you must be upfront about your expectation. Of course, how you do it, over the years I've learned that you have to be upfront with everything. Yes, it really makes people uncomfortable, especially by me. I don't know how to mince my words. So I tell you upfront what I expect. And if it's okay, then we can do. We can do business. We can start whatever you want to call it, a relationship, friend, or all these kind of things. So it makes me sound like a calculative person, but if you look at the intrinsic motivation at the end, the problem arises when you actually don't say. Imagine today the same example that I go to the agent, I say, hey, you know this case are very hard to approve. This customer really want. So after approve, can you get the customer to sign this with me? Okay? Don't waste both our side effort. Okay? Both our side effort. They say, of course, the agent say, well, tell you, of course, you just approve, I'll get signed with you. And yes, some of them will sign. Some of them will tell me excuses and say, customer actually prefer the other bank. Last minute, the other bank approve. It's okay. It's okay. I can just choose to be nice, tell the agent, okay, never mind, next time you submit to other bank first and wait. If really reject, then you can come and find me. It's another way of saying, I don't care what your excuses. It's like, my needs are not met right now, so that this relationship, right, this business relationship doesn't work. That's all right? So I realized, isn't this the same as I give referrals to agents? I give so many referrals for rental, for sale. Over the years, I'm in the mortgage banking. I can count with one hand, less than 5. The agents actually come back and tell me, hey, Kenny, thank you so much for a referral. Not phone call, just WhatsApp. Usually it's text on WhatsApp. Thank you so much for a referral. Thank you. I've already managed to rent out. I managed to sell. I'm not asking for money, but when they open their mouth, they say, hey, can I give you a little bit of referral fees or what for this deal? If they open their mouth and ask, it's up to me whether to accept or reject, right? But the thing I'm trying to say here is that when I pass to them, I never expect anything, no. But in my heart, all right, in my heart, I'm being selfish. Because you know why? When I say I pass the leads to them, I expect them to actually refer me back leads for sale, for refinance, purchase. I expect them to refer. But I didn't explicitly mention. I didn't tell them directly. I said, I should have just said, bro, this one is for sale. You can do or not this area. You can do, okay. But next time, you need to exchange with me. Anyone that is already sold, you send to me. Can or not? I should have said that. But in fact, I didn't. I just keep it to myself and expect them to understand. Expect them to reciprocate. And when they don't, I get this resentment, which is also a bad thing. This resentment will build up. And then the person actually don't know. Actually, it's because it didn't explicitly mention black and white. You should mention. So to the new salesperson out there, to the bankers, you must always talk about referrals. You every time talk about how you can work together. Of course, it involve monetary or not, it's up to you. But the point is that you must have an SOP of working together. Okay? If you do not have an SOP, you will not know how to work together, and then this kind of resentment will build. And then you will also build suspicion. You'll be like, wow, this agent, social media keep on closing like hell, but not even a single case will refer to me. The fact is, the agent does not owe you anything. You also don't owe the agent anything. That's the thing. You don't owe anybody anything. And when the agent actually closed last time also, whether it's closed or not, you already made the relationship clear by telling, okay, you will submit to other bank first. Alright? So it's already done. That relationship is already paid. So the agent don't owe you anything. You also don't owe the agent anything. Okay? So if you feel that, this agent I cannot work with, then move on to someone else. That's the same thing with life as well. We all have friends in every phase of our life. Okay, I got a friends where we used to invest together, then now no more. Now they have gone to separate ways, and some got even better, changed careers even better. They look good lah on the social media, but then there's this thought that come to my mind. Hey, actually, now that he's been doing this and this, maybe I can get some favors. Maybe I can get some leads. So you see, what is always about what the other person can do for you, not the other way around. So in life, ladies and gentlemen, you will definitely meet people along the way, friends, colleagues, family. You know, this family, there are some long lost ones suddenly just come back. That's normal, huh? And then along the way, these people, they will come in and out of your life. Some will stay, some will go. But this is all part of life. The person that is staying because you can benefit them or you can harm them, and you are also the same. Okay? So I prefer these days relationships that is upfront. I find that putting resentment into my heart is not good for my health lah. So sometimes people will be asking me, hey, actually why you actually help the person even though you don't get any benefit, even monetary or not. I would say that I have to admit that I'm selfish. Because when I help the person, it's because the person has helped me a long time ago. I'd say I want to pay back my debt, right? But where this debt starts or ends, it's actually here. It starts in my mind. The person don't expect anything, that I am the one that is expecting to pay my debt because I feel that I owe the person. So when I repay that, I feel good, And same goes where people who are actually asking me like how to do this, how to do that, because they know that I have some expertise. Yes, I've taught them how to better this. I have taught them how to get what they want, right? But the thing is that most of the time, after spending my own time with them for free, I didn't charge a single cent. And then they go and do something else, and anything else except whatever I shared with them, I see the things that is not moving. So I also get frustrated. Yeah, I get frustrated because I feel that you sit in front of me, you ask me the solution, so I give you my time, and time is a precious thing. Along the way, I choose to give you my time. I don't charge you, and you don't implement whatever I said. You go in whatever I shared, or give me feedback, and then continue going on your life, continue being miserable. In my eyes, these are all my judgment. So why should I be spending my time? I resent that time that I wasted with you. So it's a bad attitude that I need to drop. It's also something that I recently found out. Okay, and third thing is that I should learn how to say no more often. Okay, I need to learn how to say no. So a lot of people is asking for my time nowadays. No, I would be exaggerating lah, not a lot lah. Some people lah, some. Okay, so there's always people that will want your time as well along the way because of what you can do for them. Because of what you can do for them, whether a relationship, whether acquaintance, or whether you just met online, because of what you can do for them, that's why you are valuable. Because of what you can do to them, or you can harm them, that's why you are valuable. Okay? So I would like to implore you that to also check how you think. And perhaps it's best when you actually explore to speak in honest. Alright. You can twist the words better than me. I'm not the type who knows how to mince my words. So for example, let's just say you don't want to work with this agent or with this business person anymore. Then you can just say, I'm sorry, at this moment I do not have the capacity to handle. Perhaps next time, dial down the road and schedule. Alright? Or if you want to put a barrier to entry to your time because people are asking you a lot of your expertise, you set a time. Consultation services, 1 hour, how much? Then you set a time. It's not practical, you can always say, I got no capacity to handle, or sorry, I can't do this, but can I refer you to someone else? All right. And if you do refer to that person, make sure you explicitly outline the terms and conditions. Whether it's a monetary or not, it's up to you. Okay. So call me calculative, but from my experience over the years, that is how the world works. And you may think that your relationship, talking in a family or even in a boyfriend, girlfriend, or is actually selfless, or friends is actually selfless. No, the answer is not. All relationship has a string attached to it. You are in it because you feel good. Okay? If even in the family as well, you are born to your parents, right? You also can't choose your parents, right? So it's that how sometimes you see, I read stories where the parents actually mistreated their children and then the children leave. This is a very sensitive issue. I will sometimes think to myself, does the person actually deserve to be treated that way? Don't care whether they are a parent or not. So sometimes I say, I'm not in the person's shoes. So if the person actually think that they deserve, then there's no room for me to judge. You may think that your relationships, just now I talk about friends, right? Let's talk about romantic relationships and also family. You may think that your relationship is selfless, right? Because you love the other person, you love your girlfriend, or your wife. That's why you are doing this. But you are doing this out of obligation or out of really love. Love is also not selfless. What do you get out of love? As example, back in romantic relationships, I used to have a relationship where the type that would want to spend more time with my partner. So I've communicated this nicely. I've told her nicely. It didn't work out because that we want different things. I wanted to spend more time and she just doesn't have time. Why I want to spend more time? Because it feels good to me. It feels good to me to talk to the person. It feels good to me to have the person company. Of course, I also love the person. But that is what I'm trying to say to you. It's not selfless love. It's not like selfless love. Like you have like love for everything, love for every living being, love for the world. That kind of level of love is very, very rare. Very, very rare. And it's only reserved for people with very high stature. People like our old religious leaders like the Buddha, the Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad. These are great, great people that is really have that selfless love. Okay, it's that kind of love that is transcends the relationship, transcends borders, transcends everything. Okay, is some in the modern society. I do not believe that we have witnessed it okay, everything also got strings attached, right? So back to my story, we didn't work out because of that, but I realized that why I want to spend time with the person is because, like I said just now, it feels good, right? Feels good to spend time with the person. I get to talk to the person. I get to hold, to hug. It helps me to reduce my stress also. Reduce my stress level. Got someone to accompany. Hearing this, you could say that I'm lonely. Yeah, loneliness is also part of it. Even though I don't want to admit. I drown myself in work a lot. But it's just part of it. Doesn't mean that I do not have feelings for that person. But now the story is over. Then I realized, actually I'm also being selfish also. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has needs, nothing wrong. And you might as well also be in a relationship because of what? Because how the person makes you feel, right? Your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, how the person makes you feel. That's why you are staying there. Okay? Same goes with family. How your parents treated you, how your siblings treated you. Some of them I know that they had to cut off their parents because their parents are so toxic to their life. And being in the society, Asian society especially, we are taught about filial piety. I'm sorry. That we have to actually respect and take care of our parents no matter what. Okay, times where we are. I think that is really up to a debate right now. That is what society wants. Times have changed. Okay, and if the person is not in your life, and should be treasure the person that is in your life. It doesn't matter if you're adopted, doesn't matter if the person is giving you a second chance. You should treasure the person that treasures you. Okay? Everyone else you can put aside. You can put as an NPC. Like Dr. Orion Taraban also mentioned about NPC. If you're playing games, right, NPCs stands for non-player characters. These are like your village people. They are not part of the game. So this is what your life is. You move from stage to stage, right? Then you got different NPCs that sell you weapons, sell you potions, sell you supplies that you need. So you go to different villages, stronger NPCs, use stronger monsters. This is part of life. You will meet a new NPC. The same goes with your life. Along the way, you will meet people that will help you. Then after a while, maybe you have outgrown the relationship. Both of you have outgrown the relationship, different priorities in life. The person then becomes an NPC, which is normal. Okay? So I've rambled on for so long. What I'm trying to say here is that take a look back in your life. I can see that selfishness in me. I can understand that selfishness because I also need to eat. I also need to I also have need to have my needs met. You know, how am I going to take care of everybody, right? So you have to think along that way, all right? Of course, I'm not asking you to be an asshole. Okay. I'm not asking you to be so stingy and an asshole that you ruin your own life. Nobody wants to hang out with someone who's on the extreme. Whether you are super stingy or super calculative, nobody wants to be friends with that kind of people, including me, okay? You will find that people will just ignore you, and when you ask for help, everybody is not available, okay? But the thing is, finally, when you're asking for help, when you are open your mouth, the strength to ask for help, don't expect that the other person will help you because the other person owe you for what you did last time, all right? You must remember this. Nobody owes you anything. You also don't owe you people anything. There's always an intention behind. What is the intention? It can be as the simple and complicated as you are looking to a business partnership. Money lah, okay? Money or referrals, anything. Or as complicated as your feelings towards the person. Feelings are complicated. Sometimes very hard to understand. Okay? Mixed feelings. Can't describe. But you feel that you need to repay this debt to the person. Okay? That is a bit more complicated. That I will leave it to you. But in terms of a business point of view, how to process, whether to have a coffee talk or not with that person that is asking you, because you know that person is going to pick your brain, I leave it to you. Okay? I think I've spoken enough. I hope that this content gives you a little bit of things to think about. And I hope that it will better your life. Alright? And if you have not subscribed to the channel, and you like contents like this, do subscribe to the channel. You can always change your mind later. Subscription is free anyway. And this is Kenny here from Probably Stories. If you want to apply for a loan, the link is right down below. I'll also link Dr. Orion Taraban's original video that inspired me to actually talk to you like this. Talk to you about this topic in the description down below. Alright? Have a listen to Dr. Orion Taraban and tell me what you think in the comment. Bye-bye.